Hey everybody, it's chuggaaconroy. Welcome back to more Super Mario 64 DS. In the last episode, we got things finished up on the second floor of the castle. Well, almost. There was actually one last star that I've been meaning to get that we haven't gotten yet. In this episode, we'll be doing just that, and I say that we switch off to Luigi. Been a while since we played as him. I think Luigi and Wario will be carrying us mostly through the next couple of areas, because we haven't played as them very much. I know, playing as Wario probably isn't the best thing to do in videos, but I'd like to at least give him a little more screen time if there's a mission that I can fit him in for. I don't recall the final course really having much place for him. I think the second to last might have a couple of places for him. I don't know. Anyway, though. As Luigi, we want to head over this way, and we want to collect this power flower. I don't know why I've been saying this a lot lately. I don't know, maybe just me embracing my French side finally at long last. Okay, so we're going to hop into the Wario painting. And after getting Wario, we have a Wario Cap in this Wario level. So that we can be Wario and do Wario things, like Wario. I'm going to go ahead and grab this, okay? So once we do that, we are going to the... Okay, now that we got the cap, how about we head on over this way? If we are heavy, well, actually, no, wait, we need to get heavier, I never thought I'd be telling Wario to get even heavier, but I actually kind of want him to. If we are metal, this wind will not affect us, and we can very easily get over without having to make any kind of fancy jumps like I did last time. That allows us to break the sprint block, and there we go! There is another secret star that we have yet to collect. We needed to have Wario to do it, and I hadn't gone back to this level since getting him. Okay. And with all that out of the way, we are going to head on up to the third floor at long last. Anyone go in the door? Another one is Mara. And I'm going to go out here, you being invisible for absolutely no reason at all. And rabbits can still see you even though you're invisible. Yeah, kind of weird. Anyway, so I want to head on up over here just to kind of show off that I can be invisible inside the castle. I don't know why I find it so fascinating. And we're going to jump, double jump, triple jump into the clock. There we go. Welcome to TikTok Clock. Like I said, one of the many loved but many hated levels in Mario 64. Some people absolutely love this level, others absolutely loathe it. We're going to be starting off with Luigi in the cage. Mission was just called Roll Into the Cage in the N64 version, so we got ourselves a little bit different here. Now I gotta say, this level looks actually quite a bit nicer and more detailed in this version. I like the new textures quite a bit. I will say that I'm a fan of a lot of the new textures in the DS version. I just kind of wish the resolution was better. I know that that's not the game's fault, and it's more the fault of the hardware. I should also mention there's guardrails in this level that are not here in the N64 version. Cheap Trick, he can do his backflip and just skip all that platforming right there. So, TikTok Clock is interesting. I like how it's like the inside of a clock, all these moving parts, conveyor belts, all this other crazy crap. I mean, I doubt half of this stuff is actually really found inside of a clock, but it still looks very clock-like, and I don't know, there's just something about clocks that has always fascinated me, I guess. I mean, I know that they're very basic machines, but you know what I mean. They're still kind of interesting to me nonetheless. Anyway, there was that cage back there. What we need to do is we need to get ourselves a power flower, which, admittedly, I don't quite remember where such a thing is located. I did not see one on the way up. No, it's not down there. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I'm doing this a little bit, I wouldn't really say blind, though, because I have played Mario 64 in recent years. It's just kind of the fact that this is one mission that I don't really remember how it is, though, because what happened in the N64 version was the cage was open and you just kind of dropped into it. It's different here because it's not rolling in the cage, it's Luigi in the cage. There's Luigi having to go in and make things awkward. And oh god, I do not want to get hit by those Heap-Hos. I don't think I mentioned it though, but Heap-Hos had such a creepy appearance in the N64 version. They changed them, and it's kind of a shame though, because even though they were creepy, I still kind of liked how they looked. I know it sounds odd to like kind of want something to be creepy though, but it's kind of like how nobody would really want Lavender Town any other way than how it is. Not that I'm going to compare Heap-Ho to Lavender Town, but you know what I'm saying. Sure, I'm relying on you guys knowing what I'm saying quite a bit in this video, I'll say that much. Okay, so if I recall, it's somewhere around here. Now, obviously not here, though, because if you're on a cage, it's going to just you're just going to go through it if you're invisible, so sorry about the cut right here. I bumbled around for a little bit and discovered that the power flower is actually just right over here near where we already were, and if you just grab that, you will fall right down into the cage, and there you go. There is our first star in this new world. Next up is the Pendulum Switch Star. We actually saw the switch for the Switch Star as we were here last time, so I'm going to go ahead and cut up to where that cage is just so that we can get through this a little bit quicker because, well, this area doesn't really have too many different ways you can go through it. We're going to be taking the same path, and I feel like we've shown the same paths a few different times at a few different levels already, and you guys kind of get how to get to the cage because we've already done it. Actually, the heck am I saying that it's worth cutting? We're actually already here. Well, not quite already here. It's like once we get, top of these gears, we'll be there, so not really a worthwhile thing to cut. Wow, that was kind of cool. Alright, so we actually spoiled the location of a star right there because it was on screen for a split second, so you already know where one of the future ones is. Whoa! I got to make a worthwhile cut after all, guys! Yay, the positive side of falling off. Yeah, okay. So let's just go ahead up here, and here we are. Here's the switch. It looked like it actually wasn't even on the ground there. And it's way the heck over. Wow, that is really freaking far away. Oh god. Oh, no, I didn't make it. Trying again. And uh-oh. Heave-ho is like right there. Get away, get away, get away. Alright. Let's move quickly. Let's move a lot faster than we did last time. Let's dive over. There we go. Wow. Pendulum, if it was just a little bit lower, would have like cut off Luigi's head in that shot. Now into mission number 3, with only 20 stars left to go in the game, we have one of your favorite missions and mine all over YouTube. Get an and! Yes, get an and! We're going to have some brandy and biscuits on the marmalade as we get an and bloody show governor, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, when I jumped into the painting, you might notice that the timing is a little bit different on things. It's because the time that I jumped in, it was on one of the increments of 3. Whenever you do that, wow, I fall right there. Whenever you do that, it's going to throw off the timing of the inside of the clock. I believe that if you jump in at 3 o'clock, things are slower. If you jump in at 6 o'clock, the timing is off on everything, and it's like the clock is malfunctioning with you inside it. If you do it at 9, it moves faster, and then I believe at noon, time is completely stopped. So if you're ever having trouble going through the TikTok clock and you want to adjust the timing on things, you can do that. Anyway, though, get an and. We have a hand right here, a clock hand. We need to hop onto the clock hand. We're going to around on Big Ben. Okay, I'll stop. The sad thing is that 9 people out of 10 watching this video probably don't know what that is a reference to, and I feel so bad, though, because it's part of the LPing culture to know get an and. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's head on over here and we'll get the star. Alright, 12 o'clock, noon, or midnight, or whatever. I don't know which one it is, though, because, well, it doesn't specify AM or PM on analog clocks, unless you have a really nice one, like a grandfather clock or something. I don't know. But anyway, time has stopped. So, going through this level, I just want to warn you that unless you are playing as Mario, you are going to be unable to complete this mission. I have a way around this, though. There is a Mario Cap that is in the level. So I figured that I would just do part of this level as Luigi and then switch to Mario, because, once again, Luigi hasn't gotten into quite a whole lot of screen time for the past few levels. Anyway, though. So, I always like the idea of a clock level. I've already gone over this. I don't really feel like I need to repeat myself, though, but one thing that I'll always say this, and I was just mentioning it. I don't know if any of you might share my interest in this, though, but I've always liked grandfather clocks. I don't know what it is about them, but it's just like, they're so cool. There's so many different moving parts, like, in them, and there's just so much to them. They're, like, so complicated looking on the inside, and just you get to see, like, all that stuff working, like, in, like, the opening of the glass case and all that. It's really cool. I like it a lot. But like, that aside, you guys ever been, like, in a clock store, like, before? I don't mean, like, digital clocks. I mean, like, proper, like, classic clocks. Just having, like, a classic clock store just sounds so cool, just all the ticking and talking that you hear, like, all at the same time. It's kind of a shame that that doesn't really seem to have a representation in here. Wow! Epic speedrunning tactics! Okay, well, I wouldn't really call this a speedrun, though, but that was still kind of nice how the Heave-ho actually helped me do what I wanted him to do. Wow, thanks, Heave-ho. I will never dislike you as a Mario enemy ever again, as out of place as you look compared to other Mario enemies and as creepy as you looked in the N64 version. But, yeah, I don't know. I've always, like, when I was a kid, I used to always like going to stores that sold clocks, not even, like, because I wanted to get, like, a clock for my room or anything like that, just so I could hear, like, what it sounded like. It was just always one of those things that I always found very fascinating. Just one of those little things in life that you can really appreciate. So, we're up pretty high right now, and I gotta say, I do kind of want to shift to talking back about the game, though, because I'm getting a little bit nervous here, because if you couldn't tell, if you fall, oh, is it painful. If you do not fall at a level and die, you're only going to lose half of your health from fall damage, no matter how high you fall from, and climbing back all this way is not fun. Now, the reason why I told you that you want to be Mario for this, if you're going to stop time, is because right here, you have a power flower and you have a hand. You're supposed to use the hand to get across this gap, but of course we can't do that because we stopped time. So we want to just people in our way over here. We see that there is a thwomp right over here. And yeah, pretty dang remote star, if I do say so myself. This is one star that I was never able to get when I was a kid. Like I said, only a few stars I never got when I was young. This was one of them. But we got it. Next up, time jumps on moving bars. I swear this mission is more exciting than the mission name makes it sound. Time jumps on moving bars. That's pretty much explanatory of every platforming game ever made. Generic mission name is generic. Okay, I'll stop making fun of the mission name, really. So for this mission, we want to go ahead and find that Wario Cap, and of course we want to be the German voice-acted Fat Man for this mission. I do not want to be missing, however. I would like to preferably not be missing so much when I am going through here, because, like I said before, if you fall off from really, really high points in TikTok Clock, all that climbing back up, and the fact that you didn't even lose life in the process, so you don't even, like, get sent back to your starting point, it's just... It's one of those things where it really shouldn't be more painful than dying, but it is. The fact that you didn't die, the fact that you got to go back to the starting point, and then you have to move up higher. And really quick, I want to see. Is that really off the ground? Is it? Doesn't really look like it now that I look at it like that. I don't know, I was just curious. So, there's a Wario Cap right around here, and we need to grab it. Actually, did I pass by it? Nah, it seems I didn't pass by it, and I was just kind of being paranoid or nothing. Oh well, such is the nature of a gamer. Or rather, a gamer who likes getting every single little thing in the game, like I do. So, where the heck is said Wario Cap? Isn't it, like, right around here somewhere? I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, well, the map was telling me that it was back there. Okay, let's adjust the view. And things are moving actually pretty slow. I think I actually did activate the 3 o'clock thing that I was telling you guys about earlier. Let's hop over here, and I think this should take us right over to the Wario Cap. All right, so let's do that. Ah, here we go. Oh, wow, I was actually a lot quicker than I thought it would be. Okay, so Wario is not, obviously, well, I was about to say Wario is not needed in the N64 version, but really, that was, I don't know. Let's just collect our star before I say anything else really dumb that'll inevitably get quoted till the end of time. He's a trooper. Alright, so we are almost done at TikTok Clock already. Almost ready to head into the final course. But in the meantime, we got 3 more stars left in TikTok Clock for us to get. Next time in Super Mario 64 DS, we'll be getting just those. See you guys then.